We are officially 1 week into the NBA season, so let's take a look at some trends and figure out if they're legit or just a blip. The Portland Trailblazers are 4-0. Before the season began, they were projected by Vegas as the 10th best team in the Western Conference, behind teams like the Lakers. Now they have the best record in the NBA, with wins over the Nuggets, Lakers, Suns, and Kings. We're going with legit for this one. Damian Lillard is back. The Heat and 76ers are both 1-3. They were both top 4 seeds in the playoffs last season, and Vegas projected them both to win around 50 games. To be fair, the Heat have had a tough schedule, with a split set versus the Raptors. And the Sixers' first 2 losses were against the Celtics and Bucks, but then they dropped a game to San Antonio. Still though, it's gotta be blip for this one. These teams are too talented to miss the playoffs. And speaking of San Antonio, the Spurs and Jazz are both 3-1. The 2 teams who seemingly leaned hardest into the Victor Wembanyama sweepstakes this offseason with major teardowns, both currently find themselves tied for second in the West, despite being last and second to last in the preseason wins projections from Vegas. We're going with blip for this one. Despite Adam Silver's wishes, teams will be tanking this season. The Hornets, Knicks, and the Wizards are all 2-1. Perhaps this is a bit more early season randomness, or perhaps a few of these teams are surprisingly decent. The Wizards' only loss came to the Cavs in overtime. The Knicks' new addition Jalen Brunson seems to be a stabilizing influence. And the Hornets have played well despite a disastrous offseason and an injury to LaMelo Ball. Unfortunately though, it's gonna be blip for these teams, although maybe one of them could be legit. The Lakers and Kings are 0-3. There was a lot of buzz about the new additions in Sacramento, Kevin Huerter, Malik Monk, and head coach Mike Brown. And as usual, there was a lot of scrutiny around everything going on in Lakerland. LeBron, age 37, AD seemingly healthy, Russ doing Russ things, the Patrick Beverley acquisition, and perhaps unsurprisingly, both franchises seem to be going off the rails already. We gotta go with legit on this one. The West is fiercely competitive, and these are simply mediocre teams.